They sleeping back there?
Call the August 3rd, 2015 meeting in the Monona City Council to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alder Holmquist.
Here.
Alder Bussey.
Here.
Alder Wood.
Here.
Alder O'Connor.
Here.
Council President Thomas.
Here.
Alder Spate and Mayor Miller are excused.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll entertain a motion of the minutes from July 20th.
Move approval.
Second.
Additions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, minutes are approved. Is there anyone who wishes to appear before the council that's not on the agenda? If not, we'll move to item F, consent agenda.
Move
there a motion?
approval.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Move to item G, unfinished business. 1A, consideration of resolution 15-7-2042, approving the City of Monona Sustainability Plan.
In light of some of the comments that were made at the last meeting, Marie Weston, who is also here from Madison Environmental Group, and I went back through and made a few of the adjustments that were, well, actually all of the adjustments that were suggested. One of them was to add some graphs and some text about the water use in the climate, the weather, so that's in the plan now. And we did look at the heating and cooling degree days. What we've figured out is that there's not enough history there to really make it meaningful. So we put some text in the plan about why it could be a good measure, and then said that we'll continue to, evaluate for that as we go on. So other than that, the updated plan is on the website, and I don't have anything else.
Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Thank you for
Thank you.
job well done.
Thank you.
Move to item 2, new business. And both these items are starred for immediate action. 2A, consideration of resolution 15-8-2043, approval to submit 2014 compliance maintenance annual report, review and recommendation to Public Works Director.
Move to suspend the rules and take this item out of order.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Is there a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
Dan?
Okay, thank you. Yes, what you have before you is our 2014 CMAR report. It's the maintenance report card for the sanitary sewer system. It once again received the grade of 4.0. We have a smaller grading system than what our neighbors have. It's a collection system only report card. Some highlights for the plan. We do have an equipment replacement fund set up in our operating budget established last year of $25,000. That's used as needed for pump replacement, motor replacement, things of that nature. We also are coming due to update our sewer use ordinance. MMSD is in the process of updating their code right now. There are some things in there that affect us moving forward, so once they pass their code, I'll be working on that next year and then bringing that forward. So that's a component in the legal authority section where we have to list the date that our sewer use ordinance was last revised, so I'll be working on that over the next year. We've cleaned 64% of our system last year. We typically clean about 30%. The reason why you see 64 is because there's repeat areas that we have grease in the system. So we go back on a monthly or quarterly basis to re-clean those areas. Roughly 5% of our system is maintained for root cutting. We televise about 31%, and we complete manhole inspections on nearly half of our system every year. And then on the second to last page, We had three backups occur last year, and those three were due to backups in our sewer main. So when we go out and do the televising and clean for grease, those are, the grease is what causes the majority of our backups. But when you see the number of complaints, 18, those are folks that have had lateral backups where they call the city thinking the city's mains are backed up, but it's actually the responsibility of the homeowner. So, but we still have to record that. Our average daily flow last year for the sewer system was 788,000 gallons a day. So those are some of the highlights for the report. But once again, we have a good operating and maintained sanitary sewer collection system. I think we have adequate funding in our sewer utility budget, so I just keep on moving along.
Questions? Comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. We'll move to item 2B, consideration of resolution 15-8-2044, hiring a firm for the recruitment of a new city administrator.
Move to suspend the rules, take this item out of order.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion? Yes.
Move approval and recommendation of Public Administration Associates. And the reason for that recommendation is that they were the firm that we had used in the past. There's part of the scope of work requires that they interview the committee, the council, the mayor, staff. They've been through this. They've got a baseline of information as far as what's important for the community. So that would be something that would just need to be tweaked. They've got some members of their team have some personal experience with the city of Monona, which is also helpful, and they're competitive in the pricing. So that was my recommendation.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Questions, comments, discussion?
What amount are we gonna put in the not to exceed line? I think we'd heard 9,000 at finance, but I don't know that included all of their cost. I would suggest.
Do we know what the cost was the last go-around, Mark?
Roughly the incidentals, other expenses are roughly about 15 to 2. Time you had your, I think you had to pay for lodging, 1,500 to 2,000 was the extra.
So if we said 12 to be safe.
12 would be about the proper number, I think.
And then if for some reason it's,
Over that amount.
yeah.
How many years ago was it?
That was been here 7 years, 8 years.
About 15. You think 12's enough?
I think 3 of them all had hotel rooms, and that was, I guess they were all from, one of them, I guess, was from Wisconsin, and the others were 2 down from Illinois. I mean, 15 is the safe bet. I don't think we'll need that much money.
Could split the difference.
15, I guess I'm the, making the motion, I suggest the cap be 15.
Did I second that?
Does that work for you guys?
Mary seconded.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Further discussion? Do we need a roll call?
For the, it's 15,000, I believe, isn't your limit 25? that you need to roll call? I think we're okay.
So we don't need a roll call. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried. Move to item H, report of committees, commissions, boards, etc. Alder O'Connor.
Next week, there are 3 meetings. The Parks Board is meeting on Tuesday at 6:30. And Transit is meeting on Wednesday at, also at 6:30 at City Hall, where we'll be meeting to finalize some of our marketing plans. And on Thursday, the Media Committee is meeting at 6 o'clock at City Hall, and we'll be hearing about the process of the progress of the radio station, and I think some initial discussions on upcoming budget for next year.
You have a busy week.
Yeah.
Alder Wood,
No report.
Alder Holmquist,
No report.
Alder Bussey,
No report.
staff.
No report.
Council President Thomas, I just finished the 4-year maintenance of voter registration where postcards were mailed to voters who had not voted within the last 4 years, and 93 people will be removed from the voter roll, and if they are still, they could still definitely register to vote, but they'll have to register again at this point. But there's 93 individuals who had not voted for 4 years and are assumed to be no longer in Monona.
Dan, do you have anything you want to?
I'd like to give a quick update on the projects.
Mhm.
Okay, it's been a busy past few weeks here for Public Works. The microsurfacing project is all done. All that remains out of that is some minor pavement marking. I think they were working on Winnequa Road today.
I have a question. Somebody asked me about the manhole covers, that they seem deeper now.
Well, they seem deeper because you have about a 1/4 inch of lift on the road. So the road's higher, but we don't have plans to do anything with the manhole covers unless we get enough complaints. So,
Okay.
but there's about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch lift, depending on where you're at on the road, that we put on with the microsurfacing. So we had the 15 roads done. We had 2 complaints after the fact, and we had 1 complaint before they actually did the road. Just a concern about business traffic. And I thought it went very well. They got it done in a matter of a week and a half, I think.
Looks great.
It does look good, so we'll see how it holds up. The mill and overlay on the 4 roads is also done. They had 1 minor setback due to weather, so that extended just beyond 1 week of work. We also had the hose tower painted last week. I don't know if anyone recognized that, or the week before, but that's a nice bright white color now. We are in the middle of our stormwater projects. Last week we did Nichols. We replaced a culvert over there. Later this week they're going to switch over to Winnequa Road by Sumac Lagoon. That culvert's going to get replaced. And then right after that they're going to start on the storm boxes. There's going to be a box on the corner of Winnequa and Healy, and Winnequa Trail, but on the north side of the road. There's 2 storm mains that go into the channel there that we're going to clean up. And then after that, they're going to move down to Graham Park in Winnequa Road. The storm box will be placed in the right-of-way down there. And then after that, they're going to move over to Bartles. We have an outfall going into Pirate Island Channel that we're going to put our last box in. So that they're about 2 weeks behind on that. So I think that project's going to extend into the month of September. But the last part of that project will be on Bartles, so it's kind of not on a beaten path kind of road. So that's pretty much it for the project update. Unless there's questions.
Thank you. Just a comment. I hadn't realized before we had Dan, that when we had engineers, that we weren't paying as much attention to some of the rules and some of the maintenance as we do with Dan. And it is real. Sometimes people get crabby and say, nobody ever made me do this before. But Public Works is very pleased with the level of maintenance and preventative maintenance that we're doing, which makes things better for the city and makes things more cost effective. So while you're there, I'll say thank you.
Well, this goes right back to council. You know, you guys approved the money last year. You approved the extra money. So it's a dedication coming from city council. If the money's there, we'll get the work done. So thank you.
Thanks. Leah, did you have anything you wanted to add? Okay, there are no appointments. Motion to adjourn is in order.
Adjournment.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.